A house fire in Baldwin County. According to Fire Chief Bradley Toe, a call came in around 4:30 Thursday morning about a heavy fire through the roof of a home. They say a fire crew from Putnam County, Atrium EMS, and the Bibb County Sheriff's Office assisted. 2 cats and 2 dogs died in the fire, and 2 cars burned in the garage. At this time, they're, quote, in overhaul mode, extinguishing hot spots. The cause of the fire is under investigation. The Golden Corral restaurant in Macon was evacuated Wednesday night after an electrical fire. According to the Macon-Bibb County Fire Department, crews were sent to the restaurant on Presidential Parkway for reports of smoke inside the building around 8 at night. The restaurant had no visible damage on the outside, but the fire department said Golden Corral staff acted quickly to evacuate all patrons before firefighters arrived. Crews went inside the restaurant and found the source of the smoke was coming from a fire within the ceiling space of the dining room area. They later determined it was an electrical fire in nature. The department said they quickly put out the fire and stopped it before it could reach other areas of the restaurant. No injuries were reported.
For 1.5-year-old Levi Reyes, it's baby steps.
He's doing okay. He just did PT. He finally walked a little bit. He's strong and he's going to be okay.
Doctors discovered a small malignant brain tumor in his cerebellum last month. That portion of the brain controls movement and speech. His mom, Jessica, says she noticed warning signs long before.
He started losing his balance, like he couldn't walk good, like he kept just falling forward or falling backwards. And in August, he was running down the driveway with no shoes on going downhill,
But multiple visits to different doctors gave no answers.
And everybody was like, you're not going to stop till you find something wrong with him. And I'm like, I know something's wrong. I don't want anything to be wrong, but something's wrong.
Eventually, specialists found what doctors missed. The Reyes family has been at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta watching Levi undergo surgery after surgery to keep him fighting. And Jessica says that's just the beginning.
Now we got to do 30 rounds of radiation all the way up here in Atlanta, and we live in Forsyth. It's just a mess. I'm trying not to cry because I'm actually saying everything out loud and I haven't even processed any of this.
Back home in Monroe County, folks are helping make the holidays easier for the family. A GoFundMe and Amazon gift registry were set up in the family's name, and Jessica says the support has been overwhelming.
So I'm just so thankful for everyone that's helped. I can't believe it. It's amazing, honestly.
She's hoping more moms will trust their instincts and speak up.
Because if I would have just done what my whole family was like, Jessica, they're doctors, they know what they're saying. If I would have let it just be, he wouldn't be here today.
With the legislative session 6 weeks away, newborn safety device advocates are pushing for lawmakers to put House Bill 350 at the top of their list. The bill would allow residents to anonymously surrender their baby in a baby box located at a hospital or fire station. It's a law that 23 states already follow, including almost all of the states in the South, except Georgia and South Carolina. The current law in Georgia allows people to give up their baby within 30 days of the birth, but Georgia resident and supporter of the safety box, Amy Anderson, says it's a face-to-face handoff, which can deter someone.
In our day and age, with all the cameras, all the cell phones, all the social media, then you run a great risk of being identified. And so that's why now people really want to have the anonymity of the baby boxes.
According to Anderson, since the safety boxes began in 2017, over 70 babies have been surrendered through them. She says without the boxes in Georgia, babies are more likely to be neglected.
It also is the reason that we find babies, just like in Columbus where they found the baby in the dumpster. The reason that happens is because people do not want to go face to face and explain their situation to someone.
Anderson, along with over 900 people in their Newborn Safety Devices for Georgia Facebook group, are urging people to reach out to their lawmakers to help get the bill passed this legislative session.
We just want them all on our side so that when it comes up for a vote, there's not a whole lot of controversy. There's not a lot of back and forth. There's just this is a good thing and we're all going to agree to do it.
After a traumatic accident, man's best friend is now reunited with his owner thanks to several helping hands, especially those of one man with his drone. Ned is a 7-year-old terrier mix. Owner Keith Lewis is a retired agent with the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. So you could say this dog backs the blue, as evident with his tie and matching mohawk. But Lewis is a little black and blue himself after getting pretty banged up in a bad accident on his way home to Metro Atlanta after visiting family in Florida during Thanksgiving. His niece, Emily, had just gotten engaged before flying back to her home in Illinois.
My mom got a call from somebody that was at the scene of the accident. I believe her name was Felicia, and she let us know that my uncle had just been in an accident and he was being transported to the trauma center in Macon, and he didn't want to leave the scene because Ned was missing.
I heard a loud bang. I don't know how many times I rolled over. I saw him and then I didn't.
Ned was ejected from the truck. Lewis, still healing from the wreck with a broken clavicle, a black eye, 10 staples in the back of his head, and lots of cuts and bruises. He shared his fear after the crash near exit 138 in Perry.
I didn't think I'd ever see him again.
But nearly 700 miles away in Chicago, his niece quickly taking to social media.
Immediately, like, the comments started flooding in, people were sharing it, and then a animal services page connected me with a drone, like an animal rescue drone service.
Paul Shepard's Precision Drone Services.
A few people around here know that I go out and try to help find lost pets.
Lewis, who was at the hospital, knew Ned had a tracking device attached to his collar.
His AirTag wasn't lighting up because he wasn't around anybody.
With his drone, Paul joined the search after a few reported sightings.
Our main goal was to try to make sure he wasn't on the interstate, you know, where he had a high potential of getting hit.
But nearly 6 miles away from the accident, there was a ping.
I was in the process of moving to north to the next exit when the AirTag that Ned had on him pinged and gave us a fresh location. It hadn't pinged for almost 6 hours before then.
Ned had somehow wound up in a Fort Valley subdivision.
We didn't break the drone back out. We just started riding down the road with a handheld thermal scanner that I have, and we were able to see him up on the porch.
It was a late night surprise for the homeowner, especially when a police officer showed up.
You could tell I think we woke him up.
A friend of mine works for Fort Valley Police Department, and he sent one of his uniformed cars over there, and they met with Paul, and they brought the dog to me at the hospital.
I was so blown away by how supportive and helpful these complete strangers were.
On Wednesday, Lewis met Paul face to face, thanking him and the many others who helped to reunite man and man's best friend.
As a lawman, I'm not a big Facebooker because I see the good and the bad, and mostly I just see the bad. But I've got to say I'm a true believer now in the power of social media and Facebook, because if it hadn't been for Facebook and my niece, without Emily going out on the internet and finding folks like Paul and all the other good citizens, it gave me hope and belief that there's a lot of good people left in this world that actually care.
Gloria Ruth Finney, WGXA News.
Well, happy Thursday, everybody. We're seeing clouds move back into middle Georgia. And not only that, more rain moving in today as well. So we're going to see those rain showers off and on today. It'll be a chilly day as well, with highs only in the upper 40s to near 50 with those off and on rain showers. And they're not only today, but we'll wake up tomorrow morning to possibly a few showers around with low to mid 40s. During the day tomorrow, again, we're going to see cloudy skies, off and on rain. And then as we get into Saturday, we're watching a large area, pretty concentrated rain move into middle Georgia. Some of it could be heavy at times again. So today, right on through the weekend, not a lot of change, cloudy skies, off and on rain. It's going to be kind of a miserable few days as well here in middle Georgia. Now, let's talk about the rain. As we said, it's going to be with us today right on into the weekend. The good news is, as we get into Monday and especially Tuesday and most of next week, as you can see, we will start drying out and we'll definitely see some sunshine coming back to middle Georgia. But until then, it's going to be quite miserable here with all that rain. Now, let's take a look at the rainfall total potential over the next 3 days. And we could pick up another 1.5 to 2 inches across middle Georgia. This is on top of what we received Monday night and this this past Tuesday morning. So again, this is beneficial, much needed rain for us here in Middle Georgia. As you can see, we're all in a drought. Most of us are in a severe drought across the area, and then we have the moderate drought to our north. Now this will be updated today as it is every Thursday. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll see a few changes with this, but I don't expect a whole lot yet. However, next Thursday may be a little bit better as far as that's concerned. Temperatures are going to continue to remain below average the next few days as well. As with all the clouds and the rain chances, we'll only see our highs going up to the right around 50 to the mid 50s at best. And then taking a look at our forecast over the next 10 days, you can see upper 40s to near 50 today with those rain showers. And then as we get into tomorrow through Sunday, we'll see again off and on rain, chilly rain at that with highs in the low to mid 50s, overnight lows in the 40s. And as we said, Monday and as we get into next week, sunshine returns. We'll get up back close to 60 degrees, but still overnight lows will be in the 30s.
Lighted. Urban Meyer built college football dynasties.
Football's a way of life.
Mark Ingram II ran his way to a Heisman.
I'm gonna do the rest of the show with this thing.
Rob Stone calls it like he sees it. This is the Triple Option, where legends tackle the biggest headlines in college football and the NFL with guests who don't hold back.
You're not winning with that owner. Wow.
It's football talk that hits harder than game day. The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's.